A ransomware attack continues to cause disruptions for Ascension patient care both nationally and locally. A Via Christi spokesperson said Monday that all physician offices and care sites remain open and operational in Kansas. Despite challenges, doctors' appointments are proceeding as planned. Ascension's retail pharmacies in Kansas are currently not able to fill prescriptions, but that is not impacting the Manhattan Hospital's pharmacy, which continues to operate normally. Most hospital services, including surgeries, clinics, and testing, remain operational as normal. The organization says patients can expect longer wait times. Nationally, the healthcare system reported Monday its priority remains on providing safe patient care and says slow progress is being made to return to normal operations. The national team has set up an online dashboard at ascension.org/cybersecurity-event with updated information on that cybersecurity incident. U.S. Senator Jerry Moran announced Monday that $250,000 in federal funds have been secured to support the Riley County Police Department Crime Lab. The police department hosted an impromptu news conference on Monday, later stating the upgrades will enhance working conditions for lab personnel and evidence preservation. In a statement, RCPD said, quote, "As a senior member of the Appropriations Committee, Senator Moran understands the critical importance of ensuring that every government dollar spent yields tangible results." Members of the media were invited to Monday's news conference by Senator Moran's office, but that notification was only sent a half hour prior to the conference. The Riley County Commission Monday considered nearly $239,000 in construction repairs to Potter Hall. The building has some peeling paint, uneven floors, and large cracks in some of the walls, according to meeting documents. Officials believe the issues with the walls and floors are related to foundation settlement. Commissioner Catherine Foke says she doesn't want the building issues to worsen.
If we put it off another 5 or 10 years, everything's going to really be in disrepair. I think we really need to. We haven't looked at that for a long time.
Commissioners all agreed that the building needs repair, but the matter of funding is another issue. No funding source was determined on Monday. Commissioner Greg McKinley says the early estimates could save the county money.
It's just about 12,000 square feet. So look at what, $20 a square foot, which is a lot, but compared to what the cost of a new building we're finding.
Commissioners took no action at Monday's meeting. A Manhattan woman has filed for a seat in the Kansas House of Representatives. Kim Zito announcing Monday in a news release that she has filed with the Secretary of State's office. Zito filed by petition with over 400 signatures. Candidates filing by petition are required to obtain 2% of registered voters in the same party. To date, Zito's campaign has raised over $41,000, and according to a news release, the top election issues for her include protecting abortion rights, property tax relief, Medicaid expansion, and fully funding public schools and special education. Zito ran 2 years ago as a Democrat, but was defeated by Republican Mike Dodson, who was reelected. Dodson has not yet indicated whether he will seek another term. The city of Wamego has been lending a hand to its neighbors in Westmoreland after the devastating April 30th tornado. City Manager Stacy Icum on In Focus yesterday.
We were fortunate to be able to assist with mutual aid. Both our police and fire department up there immediately, and also help throughout, but we're there to respond immediately. And then later that week, we also sent 8 public works crew members up there to help and assist with the cleanup.
In addition, Icum says Wamego's had its own share of wind damage, though on a smaller scale.
Prior to that, we had a pretty good windstorm that took out our windmill blades at the park. Public noticed quickly that our windmill was missing a few blades. We are already, last night at the city commission meeting, the commission approved moving forward with the contractor that usually fixes those to rebuild those and replace and get those back up. So we will work on that. It'll probably take a few months. It's not an overnight job.
It is the first time the windmill has sustained any damage to the blades since 2019. Nitrate levels in St. George may force construction of a new water treatment plant or potentially purchasing water from another supplier. That was a topic discussed last Thursday at the St. George City Council meeting. The council agreed to start the planning process and send a contract to the city attorney for review at its next meeting. As reported in the Times of Pottawatomie County newspaper this week, the city currently provides bottled water to those requesting it, especially for young children. However, a BG Consultants representative said Thursday that's not sustainable, and the more the city delays any project, the more limited options will become. The city would likely have to pay around $17,500 to have BG conduct a report looking at viable treatment options for the city. K-State Director of Music and Bands, Dr. Frank Trace, says that graduation marks not an ending but a beginning. He was the keynote speaker at K-State's College of Arts and Science commencement ceremony over the weekend at Bramlage Coliseum.
You have chosen wisely. You have worked intently and you have achieved, and I salute you all.
Trace told the graduates learning is a lifelong endeavor, and both victories and defeats shape the process of success.
Nothing changes or grows by talking about it. It needs the experience of action. It's kind of like watching a great roller coaster at an amusement park. You really don't know what it's like until you actively participate in the thrills and exhilaration of gravity-defying speed, turns, and massive drops. Having the heck scared out of you sometimes reinforces our desire to live.
More than 3,000 students became K-State alumni at this past weekend's ceremonies.
Good morning, I'm Mitch Fortner with sports. The Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs will open the regular season at home against the Baltimore Ravens on September 5th in a rematch of the AFC Championship game the NFL announced on Monday. The NFL will release the entire 2024 season on Wednesday night on the NFL Network. The Chiefs beat the Ravens 17-10 in the AFC Championship game in January. The Chiefs-Ravens opener at Arrowhead will be a Thursday night game on NBC. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice speaks through court documents and denies all accusations listed on one of two lawsuits filed against him. He also asked the judge to either dismiss the lawsuit or make the plaintiff provide expert testimony to back up any of the claims. It is in response to a lawsuit filed against Kamlesh Desai following a crash on a Dallas highway over Easter weekend. Police said Rice and SMU wide receiver Theodore Knox were speeding when they lost control of their cars and crashed. The crash caused a pileup, which injured several people. ESPN senior NFL insider Adam Schefter said Monday he believes the Kansas City Chiefs are anticipating the possibility to be without Rice for at least the beginning of the season. Last night, the Kansas City Royals opened up a 3-game series at the Seattle Mariners and fall in Game 1 Monday night, 6-2. Royals right-handed starter Brady Singer went 5 innings, allowing 4 runs on a season-high 9 hits, all of which came between the 2nd and 4th innings. Michael Massey had a 2-out, 2-run double in the 8th inning. Game 2 of 3 tonight, the Royals will start Michael Wacha, who is 2-4 with a 5.15 ERA, and first pitch at 8:40. The Royals are now 25-18. I'm Mitch Fortner with sports.